Heyo everybody, it's Syncros here and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. And in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at 3 recreation coasters, so stay tuned, let's dive on in. Alright everyone, welcome back, and before we get underway, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe for more awesome Planet Coaster content, and if you'd like to join our Planet Coaster / Zoo community, you can do so, links will be in the description below, and if you'd like to support the show via Patreon, you can do so, links will also be in the description below, and without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have Golden Eagle GCI Hybrid submitted by App Gamer, one of our Discord advanced builders, and they say, "Hello audience, hope you enjoy." Upside down smiley face. Alright everyone, we have Golden Eagle, a wooden gnarler with a 5.18 excitement, a 4.42 fear, and a 1.54 excitement. There's a look at the rest of the results. Alright, that is a very fun ride. Okay, so yeah, a few things to talk about this. So on a Steam Workshop, this isn't an existing coaster, but it is a recreation of sorts. That's how it made it into this category. It is a recreation of a prototype model that GCI is planning on building for I think they said China. I just watched a little quick video on it after I'd ridden it there, so I could get my facts straight. So I guess GCI, they have engineered a new coaster train that is capable of doing tighter turns and banking a little bit more. I think they get an extra 3 degrees per foot or something like that. So I don't know, it's like 3 times more than their old trains. And then same with the cornering, they're able to do twice the amount of cornering, I guess. So I guess they can do 18-foot radius, and their new trains can do 9-foot radius, and they can also do inversions. So that's why these are in here. And on as far as the recreation goes, the one they are building for China, they had a little like mini model done up of it, and it definitely has these steel structures there, and it's actually a dueling coaster. So it's got another train coming up here and going down the lift opposing this one, and then yeah, they have dueling corkscrews on the actual model, and GCI is planning on building this, I think, from what I understand. So that's pretty cool, and I learned something new today about coaster trains, so and hopefully you guys did too. So anyways, yeah, let's peek around a little bit here, because this is really nicely put together. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of lag for some reason. I don't know. I had pieces from the Theme Maker's toolkit that it said I needed to download, so I don't know if they were like really massive file pieces or not. That's giving me this lag, 'cause it's only 11,000 pieces, and I should be able to have way more than this, but I mean, these supports do a number. Anywho, not like it's bad or anything. We got the queue here. I guess, well, maybe we'll walk backwards in the queue. I think, yeah, we're right at the boarding station. I'm getting requests to go check out queues a little bit more, so I'll try and do them if I remember. So yeah, he said this one's kind of supposed to be a lumber yard on his Steam workshop there. He gave us nothing in his little sentence there that they write to us. This is kind of neat. Goes all underneath in the rock here through this broken wall into the cave. That's super cool. That's a really creative way of doing it. I like it. Okay. Also, yeah, regarding the model, I did find a picture of it, so I'll bring it up on screen. It doesn't show the dueling corkscrew, but it does show this metal wooden lift support here. So I guess that was one of the things that they did an interview with GCI's lead engineer. I think chief of engineer or something, just some young guy who's just super giddy looking about coasters. Anyway, so he's saying that they're switching to using metal on some portions of the track because wood just isn't strong enough to do some of these coaster elements. And I guess they got a new one coming in 2020 that's a secret project. It might not be so secret now. That looked like an old interview from like 2 years ago. They were talking about releases in Poland in 2018, so... Yeah, I don't know, I got nothing really to say about this one. It's a super fun track layout for sure. I would love to ride one of these in real life. So if you've ridden any kind of GCI coaster in your life, comment below. Because yeah, these look freaking fun. And I would really, really love to ride one. So yeah, really good job today here, App Gamer. We are off to the next coaster. Alrighty, everyone, next up we have Blood Runner, submitted by Dwar and Ice, one of our Discord advanced builders. And they say, get your blood pumping by riding Blood Runner. This custom supported Giga B&M is sure to spice up the skyline of your park. Alright everyone, so we have Blood Runner, a Giga Rage with a... Alright everyone, so we have Blood Runner, a Giga Rage with a... 6.61 excitement, a 4.17 fear, and a 1.35 nausea. There's a look at the rest of the results. Alrighty, so I just went to did a little bit of research on what Blood Runner is, and it turns out this isn't actually a real coaster, so this is not really a recreation. And that is the reason why it made it onto this episode, because generally we like to try and do themed coasters, at least to some degree. But that being said, this is a pretty sweet B&M Giga coaster. I thought the track is really well done. It seemed fairly realistic to me. I use that term lightly because what I deem realistic, someone else deems blasphemy, so... but yeah, regardless, I think it's a pretty sweet little track design. Super smooth coaster, and yes, it would indeed look great in the skyline of your park if you're working on something, so be sure to go check this one out if you're in the midst of a park and looking for an awesome Giga coaster. And this one was done by Dwar and Ice, so I just featured, I think it was... yeah, Society Park. That was my last spotlight, actually, just prior to this one. So, funny enough, you got featured twice in a row, my friend. Keep up the good work. Really like what you're doing. And we are off to the next roller coaster. Alright everyone, our third and final coaster, we have Icon, submitted by Digital Dan, one of our Discord builders, and they say this is a recreation of Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This was made throughout 2018 and released early December, hence not being mock trains / track. The ride maneuvers around other rides, which are featured here, but sadly not rideable, and features 2 launches. I released an official off-ride and POV of this ride on my YouTube. Enjoy. Alright everyone, so we have Icon, a Typhoon bar cast with a 5.2 at excitement, a 3.34 fear, and a 0.53 nausea. There's a look at the rest of the results. Alright everyone, so there was some custom soundtracks and stuff he had for the launch, and you know, I heard the launch coming in for the train that had already left, but I heard it on the train behind, so I don't know if he just didn't put the speakers in a good spot or what, because we could barely hear it. I thought I heard something, but like I listened to it before actually doing this recording just to see, kind of check for potential copyright stuff, and I don't know, everything sounded like it should be okay. And yeah, it was a pretty like loud launch sound. I'm sure a lot of you know what it sounds like, and yeah, I heard it coming down this way on the train when this one had left. So I don't know if placing these speakers a little bit further up so you hear it all the way throughout the launch would have been a little bit better. And same with the loading and boarding sound noises. So I don't know if you would have put like a, because I heard it leaving the station and it just kind of phased out again. So I don't know if there's a better way to have done that recording, or have like a wait section before the launch a little bit longer so you can actually hear it. Yeah, here's the launch sound. So you do have a wait, okay. Am I just drunk? Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, never mind then. Scratch everything I just said. I don't know how I missed that when I was writing it. I guess I'll see when I go to edit this if I actually did see that or not. So I did a quick POV just before riding this, and I gotta say, you did a pretty dang good job at recreating the track on this. Like, you have pretty much every element, at least that I can see, coming through here. I'm trying to think of where... No, that's coming back that way. Yeah, I think it was this corner right here. It almost does like a weird outward. Yeah, okay, yeah, this definitely is it. So yeah, really good job on recreating the track. And all this random stuff that's sitting around the park, I distinctly remember seeing these poles standing up on the POV that I'd ridden, and kind of this cutout shape into the ground. The launches are kind of on an angle to each other, just like this. This roller coaster going straight up, just as is as well. And same with this wooden one with the lift coming into the brake run here. So you did a really, really good job at recreating this, I gotta say. It would be really cool if you ended up finishing this park, because it looks like you got some potential here for a pretty awesome little theme park, for sure. Yeah, and same with these colored pipes. I don't know what those are actually for, but I remember passing over top and underneath them in the on-ride POV for the real roller coaster there. So yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about this one. Really, really good job. And the coaster track was amazingly smooth. It looks like he spent quite a bit of time smoothing, and it definitely shows. So really good job really good job doing that coaster track. Super smooth ride. Definitely my favorite kind of ride as far as roller coasters are concerned. Let's take a peek at this thing at night, shall we? It's nothing too crazy, just some standard white lights, which I'm assuming is what you would see in a real park, to some extent anyways. It's been a while since I've been to a theme park, guys. I really gotta go. I want to try and get down to Canada's Wonderland here soon. They got that new dive coaster up. Tallest one in the world! I think it is right now, but it's gonna be beaten fairly soon here is what I heard. And I did not look at that other roller coaster at night, so I'd like to apologize to the creator and to the viewers for that, because I know you guys all like to see them at nighttime. So I'm actually glad I made this work, because I was having issues with the audio, and it turned out I had a setting turned off on one of my settings that I don't remember ever touching, but it had muted all the music for the roller coasters. I thought maybe something was broken with the files, because when I had put them in and I went and got on the train, they weren't working, so I just put on some stock music, and those weren't working either. I was like, what the heck? And I dinked around with this for probably 15 minutes, and it ended up just being a setting in my menu that I don't ever remember clicking, so I feel a little silly. Not that you guys had to endure any of that. But yeah, anyways, really awesome creation here today by Digital Dan. So I think we're gonna end off this episode, but before we do, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe for more awesome Planet Coaster content. And if you like this video, smash that like button. If you'd like to join our Planet Coaster community in Discord, links will be in the description below. And if you'd like to support the show via Patreon, you can do so. Links will also be in the description below. Alright, thanks for joining me here today, everybody. Really awesome roller coasters by these three creators today. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye now.